From MTN News, this is Montana This Morning.
Fire season on the way, and there's a big question looming over Montana's wildfire fighting community. Just ahead, learn how that challenge may not be related to the drought, but is related to a problem facing businesses across the country.
I'm Joe St. George in Vermont. Some big changes are on the horizon when it comes to school lunch programs. It could have you parents paying more and school districts not getting the money they expect from the federal government. We break it down next.
All right, 6:31. Joe St. George hanging out with the crew.
Yeah, I like that.
I do too.
It was like the kids' table at Thanksgiving.
That was
good.
perfect. I spent most of my time there. I understand
me too. Even as an adult, I am.
I still relegated to it myself. Yeah.
So, hey, a beautiful day yesterday. Daytime highs 60s, near 70 in southwest Montana. There were several 70s yesterday. I'm going to break that down coming up in just a few minutes. 30s and 40s this morning. A little bit of cloud cover, just spitting rain showers for a few areas. This is not a widespread event, and I think by the noon hour, our skies are clearing pretty quickly. This is not a problem maker for us here in southwest Montana. I'll take every drop, by the way, at this point. Daytime temperatures back into the mid to upper 50s. We will see a little more wind, a couple of drops in the morning, and then things are dry as a bone through the afternoon. We're going to talk about our chances of rain, maybe some snow coming up in just a few minutes.
It's hard not to feel guilty with that adult portion size when you're sitting at the kids' table, though, too.
Oh, that's
you
true.
Experience that?
Yeah.
Yeah, remorseful with that plate full of adult food when you're at the kid table.
But the mac and cheese is still good.
That's the price I bear. 6:32. Now, we're still in March, but officials are already preparing for fire season. If last year's numbers are any indication, according to Northern Rockies Coordination Center, Montana saw nearly 2,600 wildfires last year. Those fires burned around 748,000 acres, and nearly 1,900 of those wildfires were human caused. Now, as we head into the next fire season, there are concerns that Montana may not have enough firefighters to battle what could be coming. MTN's David Jay spoke with a woman who sounded the alarm at the state capitol as Montana gears up for another summer of drought.
Hiring seasonal firefighters has always been a challenge, but it may be even more difficult this year. Management from some of the agencies that handle wildland firefighting testified in Helena. The DNRC needs about 100 summer seasonal firefighters to go along with its up to 180 full-time employees in the fire organization part of the agency.
We're not entirely sure how many people are going to be actually when fire season starts, how many people will have in those positions. So we're in the very beginning of the hiring process right now for our seasonal firefighters.
Sonia Gurman spoke at a legislative environmental quality meeting. She says the DNRC faces the same labor shortages seen in the private sector. In January, Governor Gianforte announced a minimum base pay increase of $1.70 to $15.50 an hour for seasonal wildland firefighters. But pay is just one of the challenges in hiring.
It is incredibly grueling and mentally and physically, and something that we're pursuing in the West is providing our firefighters more resources for especially those challenges with the mental health.
The Bureau of Land Management acting director also talked at the hearing about the hiring challenges.
We are struggling and have a challenge to find enough applicants for all of the positions that we have.
And while it's a challenge hiring for a longer fire season, it's the different agencies working together that make firefighting successful.
We have a 30-year agreement with DNRC and the Forest Service and BLM where we provide protection in places where one of us has manages lands.
It's difficult to know exactly what we're going to project. If we can get close to that number, we'll be incredibly happy, and if not, we'll figure out how to get the job done.
In Billings, David Jay, MTN News.
Now, there's another kind of wildfire that threatens Montana. Burning just below the surface in southeastern Montana is something that has caused millions of dollars in damage, destroying land, homes, livestock, and livelihood. Coal seams are a natural part of the geology here, but can sometimes cause big problems when they catch fire. MTN's Russ Riesinger takes a look at an effort to inventory just how many of these coal seams are burning in 4 eastern Montana counties.
You know, I see the devastation it causes everyone every summer, across eastern Montana.
Wildfire season is not something most people give much thought to when the ground is covered with snow as it was just a couple of weeks ago. But under the surface, the threat of fire is always lurking across parts of eastern Montana.
they're burning all the time. So like, look at the one that we're looking at, you could just see the little whiff of smoke coming out of the ground. But on a hot summer dry day, I mean, it takes nothing for the fuels to ignite from these burning coal seams.
Corey Shagus has seen that time and time again as a volunteer firefighter and deputy DES coordinator for Custer County. The fires can burn for years, even decades underground before rearing up. Remember the Richard Spring Fire, the state's largest fire that scorched more than 170,000 acres last summer in Rosebud County?
You look at that fire, that was huge. I mean, it went from 0 to 170,000 acres in a matter of 3 days.
It was caused by a burning coal seam. In that big fire in Colorado that destroyed more than 1,000 buildings late last year, it too linked to an underground coal vein that had long been smoldering. Most often the fires begin underground by spontaneous combustion, but lightning and humans can also start them burning.
Hard to believe that I'm actually standing on a fire right now. You can see some of the smoke here behind me. These coal seam fires are all over the place in eastern Montana, and knowing where they are could be a big help for firefighters and for property owners.
How many of these burning coal seams there are and where they're located has been mostly a guessing game until now. But thanks to a grant from the Rosebud Conservation District, we'll soon have a better idea. Shagus has been going up in a small plane equipped with special equipment that picks up heat.
We could fly at 12,000 feet and we're picking up these hot spots like this here. It's pretty impressive.
They've been flying grid patterns over a 4-county area that includes parts of the Crow and Northern Cheyenne reservations, pinpointing GPS coordinates of hot spots from the air, then hiking into those areas like we're doing to see if they are indeed coal seam fires. Most are.
And it got us within 100 feet of every coal seam so far.
Well, the fires often can't be seen with the naked eye. You can clearly see them from the thermal imaging camera on Clint Peterson's drone that he's flying over us. He owns a company that helps mitigate coal seam fires and is also assistant fire chief in Broadus.
It's a disaster, you know. We're a volunteer fire department, but we're full-time firefighters from, about the middle of May all the way through October anymore, and largely because of this. So
it can be difficult, if not impossible, to get these underground fires out, but there are ways to mitigate them.
I do think if you got an excavator down there, you could dig this bank off and actually remove it. But most of them are in such rough country, or a lot of them are, that you can't get to them, and so you'd have to doze around it and take all the fuel away from it.
The hope is that once the coal seam fires are mapped, it will not only assist landowners and firefighters, but also make it easier to get federal help for this problem burning just below the surface.
Knowing where they're at is a start to the solution, because without knowing where they're at, how do you identify and show your need to the federal government of the problem we have here?
In Custer County, Russ Riesinger, MTN News.
Super fascinating. 6:38 now. The price for your lunch at work or at your neighborhood restaurant has gone up in recent months, and soon the price for your child's lunch at school may increase as well. It's because a key government program set to end soon that extended money and benefits to school districts around the country. Our Joe St. George reports on the impact and how this could impact your child's school.
Do you want some cheesy breadsticks?
No matter your age,
Salad?
Nope.
no matter your
I
diet,
don't know what this is called, though.
I think we all have fond memories of the school cafeteria.
You're welcome.
Perhaps you remember a cafeteria
Breadsticks?
worker like Holly Thompson.
Do you want sauce with them?
She's been doing this 19 years.
Thank you letter. And that just makes it so much special. So much special. I love it. I love my job.
But something you don't think about as much when you are young is who's paying for the food that's provided in the lunchroom.
Doug, where are we right now? So this is the kitchen.
That's where Doug Davis comes in. He's the food service director for the Burlington School Food Project in Vermont and is responsible for figuring out how it all gets paid for. Yes, sandwiches are still relatively cheap, but nowadays healthier and more expensive foods are offered too.
School meals have changed a ton.
And this change is where he says the country has an emerging problem. You see, when the pandemic started, Congress provided extra cash to school districts so that more students could get free meals outside of school since remote learning was happening. They also waived complicated paperwork so more students could qualify. Davis says when President Biden signed the appropriations bill into law this past month, the extra money and waivers were no longer included, and as a result, key funding will expire soon.
Starting July 1, our reimbursement rates are going to drop substantially.
And this is going to happen all over the country.
This is going to happen all over the country.
During the pandemic, school districts received around $4.56 per lunch per student. After July 1st, they'll only receive $3.66 for children who qualify, and many now won't. With food prices on the rise, this, Davis says, will create financial headaches for schools.
Those families are going to have to go back to the old way of receiving those meals.
Davis says school districts will have to decide either to raise prices for children whose parents can pay or find the money elsewhere. As for where this debate stands in Congress, advocates are lobbying for more money, but right now, that effort is stalled.
If they're hungry, they're going to act out.
Miss Hawley just hopes lawmakers remember what's important.
Food does make a difference.
In Burlington, Vermont, I'm Joe St. George.
All right, 6:41, time for a break. When we come back, COVID deaths in the United States leads to a record we don't really want to see. That's coming up. Then at 6:49, some startling new local numbers on home prices.
Home prices are soaring in a hot real estate market. I'm Danya Backus, and I'll tell you how high prices are going.